Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tinubu speaks on spending 35 billion for Buhari's election. This is serious. So, my brother, it is well with you. 35 billion. And now he feels cheated. He feels left aside. He feels left in the rain. I can understand. 35 billion. My God. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We want to say a very big thank you for your huge, massive, and continuous support. We really, truly appreciate you. My people, if you hear the news of today, you will feel for the person of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. No wonder this sack of NWC is really about him and Oshomole Aurelio. Every other member can go back to business as usual, do some other things. But the person of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, remember he was the mastermind behind the pairing of Buhari and Professor Yemi Osibanjo. My dear, this guy spent 35 billion. Can you imagine that? If he had started an industry, started a company, he would have saved a lot of Nigerian youth from joblessness, on uncertainty. Just imagine how wealthy this guy is. He was just a former governor of Lagos State for two tenure, and since then he has been a godfather. We don't know the jurisdiction of Godfather, but we know that his wife has been a senator for the past 12 years. The only person representing Lagos, there is no other person capable of going to the Senate. The daughter is the one in charge of the market. Remember the other day she shut down market saying that there's increment in the money they need to pay. So these are some of the money that comes to Ashiwaju Bola Tinubu. What about the toll gates at Lekki there? He's the one that's collecting the money, and Lagos State is indebted to him with the tune of how many billion, and they are supposed to pay that money for how many years? I think 30 years plus. So these are that's why the toll gate is there for that road, a state road, and there is allocation coming to that state. It's an oil producing state. So a lot of things is going on in this country. This man feel very pained, feel very hurt, feel very betrayed. He's one of the people banking on the leadership of Shomole so that he can hand him over the flag bearer for governor for the presidency. His eye is not just being a governor is one stone. The next step is the grand finale, being the president of the country. But you know what? The decisions we make decides the next step of action. What happened was the decision of Obaseki that did not quite handle very well. That's why whatever faith you believe in, you need to pray for God. Pray to God for guidance. Obaseki came to him, not just him. Obaseki came with governors elected under the platform of APC. They came to have a word with an elder. Guess what? He did not say anything. If he, as an elder, has spoken correctly, spoken wisely into that situation, what happened in Edo State wouldn't have happened, and the matter wouldn't have disintegrated up to this extent. I tell you, it's just the whole scenes keep playing out, one leading to the other. That is what has gotten Oshomole sacked, Bola Tinubu, leaving him afloat with a loss of 35 billion. Anyway, guys, let's get into the news and get all the details. Tinubu speaks on spending 35 billion for Buhari's election. Brotherly, it is well with you. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC has denied report that he spent 35 billion on President Muhammadu Buhari's presidential campaign for presidency. In a statement signed by his media aide, Tunde Rahman, the popular Lagos politician, denied describing or spending or acting as a godfather in the 2015 election. I beg your pardon, 2014 election. An online news media point blank published a report that Tinubu was lambasted on the phone to a friend, lambasting to a friend on the phone, following APC chieftain, fellow APC chieftain BC Akindele about the president's recent decision to dissolve the National Working Committee. The statement by Rahman reads, the claim of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu alleged to have discussed with a former chieftain, BC Akindele, of the statement reads, Friday, no one person elected President Muhammadu Buhari into office. He was elected by the general people of Nigeria. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu disagreed to every statement that have been made. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu rooted for President Muhammadu's re-election in 2015 and re-election in 2019, along with other right-thinking political leaders and members of APC in the country. He has no record, no reason to regret the right decision of supporting Buhari, and Buhari has not been ungrateful to him. He is saying this statement to debunk every other statement saying that he put Buhari there in the position. My people, that's it. So, what started the whole thing started with a news saying that Bola Tinubu was on the phone. We want to believe him by his statements which he made because that's very indicting. But Bola Tinubu was on the phone with BC, former APC chieftain, saying that look at the decision President Muhammadu Buhari has taken. He spent 35 billion for the election of Buhari in the first instance 2015, and now Buhari has just dissolved the NWC. He was not even called to the meeting. So this was picked up on his phone discussion, and immediately it was on live air and everything, and everybody picked up on it. But what he's trying to do now is, quickly, issued a statement saying that Buhari has not been ungrateful to him. He was not just the one person who elected Buhari into office, and it was not the work of one man. Anyway, my people, anyhow, it is what it is. Actually, this man spent for Buhari's election. That is the truth. And what the person heard was not a lie. What you are hearing now is just political tactics, people trying to, cover their track and say we did not do this, we did that. People are just trying to cover their track. The truth of the matter is, he actually spent, I don't know the amount of money he spent, but really and truly he spent money on the election. He's just trying to claim a denier, saying that he did not spend such amount of money, because probably the president or people will attack him or get back to him, and this is what it is. APC, as we speak, has boycotted the person of Bola Tinubu and Adams Oshomole. We also reported this morning that APC is saying that they are going to speak to Adams Oshomole. I mean, because Adams Oshomole, to be very candid, yes, I don't know him. We are not politicians. A disclaimer: we are only reporters who report as the news comes in, and we give Nigerians as it is, not just Nigerians, other nations of the world, so they can know what is going on in Nigeria, and that people who are concerned can intervene where there needs to be intervention in our democracy. Because the truth of the matter is, this is not 1980 or in the 70s where you do things and people just hear on national on the NTA. This is the network news, and they just bring a detector and it just says one thing or the other. No, 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 no. Times have gone beyond that. What it is now is, the world is a global village. Whatever is going on in America, you can see it now, where you are sitting down right in your own phone. Yes, you check your phone and you are seeing what is happening in America, in New Zealand, in Australia. Yes, this is real life. This is reality. This is what is happening now in the country and in the federation. So as we speak, if these matters are not properly and thoroughly looked into, I don't know how they're going to compensate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, because it's one person who we know has an eye for the presidency, and his plan is when Buhari and Osibanjo are done, then he comes on board and have his grand finale, his dream to become the president of Nigeria. But as it is, that carpet has rightly been swept, been taken off his feet, and is standing now on bare ground. Unless some sort of miracle happen, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu may not be Nigeria's president come 2023, as Buhari's tenure will be ending in May 29, 2023. So these are some of the things that are happening. He has denied any form of spending 35 billion. Anyway, my people, what do you think? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a lovely and a wonderful day. You are wonderful. Bye for now.